If you can hear me and see my screen, can you just put it in the chat box? All right, can you see my screen as well? All right, very good. Okay, thank you. So you are welcome to the data analysis seminar, and I'm going to be talking about how data drives decision, jobs, and opportunities. So, if you are meeting me for the first time, my name is Adeboye Folowosele, and as a profession, I'm a senior data scientist working here in the UK. So, you are welcome to this seminar. I'm going to be talking on data analysis generally, and there are going to be times to ask questions. So, as I'm speaking, I want to encourage you to ask your questions in the comment section. That is, type your questions in the comment section. You can ask questions based on what based on this seminar, and also you can ask questions based on the class that is starting on Monday. So if you're on the Telegram group, let me do a quick recap. So we'll be having Excel on Monday. We'll be having Power BI on Tuesday, Python on Wednesday, and we'll be having SQL, that structured query language, on Friday. So it's going to run for the next 5 weeks, every Monday, the same time, and that will be 6 p.m. Nigerian time, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. And like I've told you, attendance is going to be taken. So the attendance is automated. It's going to tell me the number of minutes you join. So the attendance is automated. It will tell me the number of minutes you join, and certificate is going to be given, but it's going to only be given to those that attend the class, because those are the people that I can certify that, yes, they attended the class, and also those that do the projects in which I'm going to give to people. So, like I said, you are welcome to the seminar. And generally, I will just be talking about data analysis generally, and why should we have this seminar before the class. So let's start now. So what is data analysis generally? Like, somebody was asking me on Twitter this morning that what is the core thing about data analysis, and I was telling the person, I believe is on this meeting, that then attend this meeting. I believe you will have a clear understanding of it. So data analysis generally is turning raw information or turning raw data into a useful insight. That is, you have a raw data. So for example, you have a raw data of, if I want to do an analysis of people that joined this class now, I have both male and female. I have people of different working class. So let's assume I want to do an analysis of both male and female, and I want to inform the stakeholders of my company, of people that join this seminar. So how is that going to come to play? I will say that, okay, I will collect the raw data of people that join this class, and let's assume that we have, out of maybe 50 people that joined, 25, 30 are male and 20 are female. So if I'm informing the stakeholders to turn that raw data into a useful insight, I could make use of maybe a pie chart or something, or a chart. And I will say that, okay, 60% of people that join this seminar, they are male, while 40% are female. And that's just a simple analysis. So you are turning a raw data into a useful insight. So, and one thing, what the information I just gave you now, it helps people and businesses make smarter decisions. So when a company is informed of the data, the data analysis of their company, it helps them to make a better decision. Now, for example, if you are working in a sales company and you do a data analysis for the sales company that possibly um, ice cream sells more during the summer, and you notice that maybe it's an ice cream company, so you notice that it's during the summer, the first 3 months in summer, or let me say the first 3 months where it is hot. What I mean by summer is hot season, that there are more sales of ice cream, and there is like a 70% increase of ice cream. So obviously the company is well informed that April, May, June, that's when they sell more ice cream. Now, because of that, they might intend to open more centers and take more people around that time, because they know that they've been well informed by an analysis that they are going to have more sales at that time. So that's why I said what this analysis does is that it helps people, it helps businesses to make smarter decisions. So why do we need data analysis today? Every app, business, organization runs on data. There is no organization that does not run on data. There's no businesses that does not run on data. Every applications runs on data. So, and one thing another reason is because data skills creates opportunities. It creates opportunities for jobs, business growth, and innovation. So when you have data skills, that means that you are ready globally. And I will give you an example. Now, when you look at this, is an example of a data analysis of, I just picked it out from what one of my students did last year, of an HR analytic dashboard. Now, what this does is just to inform, is a fake data actually. It informs the company of the employee count, the attrition rates, the active employees. So that means that there are some employees that are not active. If you look at this, you see the average age. So this is not like a dashboard, a chart of a company, but actually it's a fake data that was used here. So, and you see different charts. This is a bar chart. This is a pie chart. So now this looks like this is a Power BI dashboard. And for those of you that are going to be going into Power BI, you are going to be learning Power BI. At the end of the class, you will be able to design something like this as well. So what are the real life examples in which you as a youth can relate to for data analysis? And I will start with, I know that many of you here, you are on Twitter, which is X. And I know that some of you have blue tick. When you go to your analytics, you will see different things there. I have a picture of an X analytics here, and you can check how many people follow you in a day, how many people unfollowed, and how many posts you have made in a day. You can check how many replies you get. That is a simple data analytics of your page. And for some of you that have TikTok, you can see your analysis. You can see the impressions you have per day. If you want to check for 3 months, you can see it there. That's just to tell you that even social media uses data analysis. Banks uses the different people. I'm just giving this as an example. Banks uses data analysis. Um, Sports teams uses data analysis. There was a time that Arsenal was looking for a data analyst, but it's just that I'm not an Arsenal fan, so I didn't bother applying for that. Uh, I didn't bother applying for that position. So business, the shop around businesses uses data analysis. Now, this is an example a of an X page. I'm of a social media page. I'm just giving this as an example. Now you can see your engagement rates. So now this, what is here, you can also have it in Power BI. You can also draw it. This is a real-time analytics, and it was developed using a Power BI dashboard. So for X, that means there is a data analyst that is also working with X. And when you understand Power BI, those of you that are going to go into Power BI, now you will be able to design something like this as well. You'll be able to have all these keys where you can change replies. So this is a typical example of a data analyst, of a data analysis. So in a day, you can check how many replies you have. I'm using this because I know that you are well familiar with it. You can check how many followers you have. Like this profile that I used now, this looks like this person is having an engagement rate. So this person is having an engagement rate of maybe about 80 and reply in a day, and replies of about 50 in a day. So you can change the bar here if you don't want, you can change the way it's being displayed if you don't want that way. And you can change this to either daily or 3 months or monthly. And that's the same thing you can do when you are running it on, when you are working on Power BI and working with a fake data. So that's to tell you that when it comes to data analysis, it's not a skill that is going to fade away. I think there was a time they were using photo Corel Draw for what's it called, for graphic design. I'm not sure anybody uses Corel Draw again because it has faded away. But when it comes to data analysis, it cannot fade away because every company makes use of data analysis. Every company makes use of data. There's no company that does not make use of data. Every single company makes use of data. And this is also an example of what one of my students did last year on a sales analytics. This is a good example of another dashboard. This is a pie chart. This is a line chart that describes the total premium that was sold, top 5 agents, and the likes. So you can have, I'm just giving this as an example that it's not only on social media, it's not only done by business, even sales. You can have sales analytics. And this is another one. This is a profit analysis of a company, which is a fake data as well. And you can have the revenue. Now, a company is informed of, okay, we made 40% profit this year. And when a company is informed that, yes, they made 40% profit, they will be like, okay, out of that 40%, we are going to give bonus to our staffs because they have been well informed that they made a lot of profits compared to the previous year. And that is what data analysis is all about. So every company wants to be informed of how their company is running, how well they are doing compared to the previous years. And that is what analysis is all about. So even big companies like Google, they make use of data analysis. That's why you will see that when you search something, has it ever happened to you before that you search something and you didn't find what you were looking for exactly, but maybe a few days later you research and you saw it there. So what has happened is that Google also updates what they have with them. I think previously there was nothing like Google AI, but now there's even Google AI now. So Netflix and the likes. Now that's why they will recommend when you open Netflix, it depends on your it depends regularly on the kind of films that you watch. That's what will be recommended to you. That's what it will be recommended to your profile. Amazon is going to, when you open Amazon as well, it's going to recommend those things that you usually buy. That's what it's going to recommend to you. So that is the way analysis is. Even top companies, they make use of it as well. So even before we start before we start the class next week, what are the simple steps if you want to analyze the data? The first thing is asking the right questions. What I mean by asking the right questions is you want to, how do I put it now? You want to ask your stakeholder, okay, you want an analysis of the profits. How many months do you want? Do you want it per year? Do you want the previous year? What are the key questions that you want to be answered? What are the key business questions that you want to be answered? For example, if you are the one that want to check your X analysis, and maybe you saw that your followers dropped, when you go to your analysis, the first thing you will check is to look at how many people unfollowed you. That's you. So that is also, a stakeholder might also be concerned with what they actually want at a particular time. So when you have asked the right question, it will enable you to collect the right data. Now, clean and organize the data. These are some of the things I'm going to teach you on how to clean data, how to organize data, analyze different patterns and trends, share insight for action, and these are some of the tools that are used for data analysis. There are more than these actually, because there's no Google Sheets and the likes. There are new ones that are developing. Excel. So if you don't really know anything about data analysis, the first point of contact that I will personally encourage that you should learn is Excel, because that's very simple. You can easily navigate around it. It's not complicated at all. Now, you can now move from Excel to either Power BI or Tableau. Now, Power BI, Excel is the Excel spreadsheet was made by Microsoft. Power BI is also made by Microsoft. So Power BI is like an advance of Excel. So there's literally what Excel can do that Power BI cannot do. But Power BI can actually do it better. Power BI can do it better. So because Power BI, you'll be able to create dashboards. You will create more beautiful dashboards in Power BI than in Excel. Of course, in Excel, we are going to create Power BI as well. So now SQL, the full meaning of SQL is structure query language. And this is what, when I started, I said, before you start to analyze data, you have to extract the data from a database. So what you can use to extract data is SQL, which is the structure query language. I'm also going to be teaching you that. And when it comes to automation and advanced modeling, you make use of Python. Python can also be used for data analysis. And R. R is also a programming language that can be used. But I'm just going to be teaching you 4 things, which is Excel, SQL, Python, and Power BI. So these are the 4 tools that can make you stand out. And apart from these tools, how do you present data? Now, you will observe previously when I showed you the charts, you can present it in form of charts. I showed you in form of dashboards, and also tell a story. Most importantly, you need to keep it simple. You need to keep it simple and actionable. This one, it is very, very important. Then, so what are the career opportunities in data? You can become a data analyst, business intelligence analyst, data scientist, data entry. I have a couple of my students that a couple of my students that are now into freelancing in Fiverr and the likes, and they are making their money as a data analyst on Fiverr and the likes. I've also made a lot of money on Fiverr before and on freelancing.com before, but now I'm busy. I'm doing a lot of things, so I can't combine both again. And so and those people, after the class, I was able to link them to people that will help them, people that I know that are still doing it. That was one of my friends that came in that used with the money he got from freelancing to travel abroad. That was 3 years ago. So you can make a lot of money even as a data person when you are not only on companies alone, even as a freelancing and the likes. So it's a valuable tool. And why did I say that is a valuable tool? Is because every company will always make use of data and it will not go outdated. That is the truth. It's not going to go outdated. So what my advice for you is, like I said before, is that you start small. So especially for you that you don't have an experience, if you are a learner, a beginner, start small. First of all, learn Excel. From Excel, move to Power BI. From Power BI, move to Python. From Python, move to structure query language. And there's something about consistency. When you don't learn, when you are not good at something, but you are consistent with it, the truth of the matter is that you will make mistakes, but because you are consistent, you will eventually learn from those mistakes because you are consistent. And that is what consistency does. When you are not consistent, when you are not consistent, those mistakes, you will not learn from it. So start small. Like I said, you are going to make mistakes, but because you are consistent, your consistency will make room for you. And even when you make mistakes, you will be able to correct those mistakes. So the world doesn't need people that are perfect. So you don't need to know everything. When I started some things little by little, I don't know everything as well. I make mistakes. However, as I keep doing it and stuff like that, I became consistent in it. And that is what makes you a master. So let me see some of you that have. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So I believe that some of you might have asked some questions. Yes, all right, very good. He said, can this meeting and subsequent one be recorded and shared? Yes. So this meeting is recorded already and it's going to be on my YouTube channel. I'm going to upload it on my YouTube channel tonight. So that's for if anybody misses the the class. So if anybody misses this seminar, it's going to be on my YouTube channel. And let me also add that if anybody misses the class. Although if you miss the class, it's not going to I'm not going to give you certificates, especially if you miss. We are going to have 5 classes in each of those module. So if you miss more than once, so I only give chance for once. If you miss more than once, I'm not going to count it. If you miss more than once, so things could happen. You can miss more than one, but when you miss more than one, there's no certificate. Like I said, it's automated. I'm going to be using Teams, so it records your certificates immediately. It records your names immediately. And so that's why it's good when you want to join, ensure that you join with your name. So when I want to give certificate and say, oh, I've done the project, so I need a certificate. The first thing I will check is to query. That's why we have structured query language. The first thing I will check is to query your name and to see whether your attendance is complete. That's the first thing I'm going to do. 6 p.m. is quite early. I don't know if the time be readjusted to 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. for more flexibility and participation. How long is the duration of the classes from Monday so we can schedule accordingly? I said 6 p.m. Nigerian time. 6 p.m. Nigerian time, 6 p.m. West African time. Let me use it like that. 6 p.m. West, and if you are in the UK, that will be 5 p.m. So, and the structure is that naturally you can see that I only handled even this seminar for about 25 minutes, and you have gained 1 or 2 things from what I talked about, and I'm actually taking questions. So that is what it's going to look like as well for those classes. So I'm going to be taking the classes for 30 minutes, or let's say about 30 to 35 minutes, and I will entertain questions for 25 minutes. Yes, you can focus on Excel alone. Yes, you can. Internship opportunity, will the certificate be accepted globally? Yeah, so there will be internship opportunities, but I will only give internship opportunities to people that are consistent in class. I will only give the internship opportunities to people that are consistent in class. If you are not consistent in class, there is no internship opportunity. Okay, with the certificate, yeah, it will be accepted globally. I'm registered. My company is registered both in the UK, both and in Nigeria. My company is registered. Do I need the 4 tools? No, you don't need the 4 tools. You don't need the 4 tools to become a data analyst. However, when you master one very well, you will be eager to master another. That's the truth. Thank you for the. Are we going to pick one from the 4 listed? I'm not sure I understand that question. I guess maybe you wanted to say, are we going to pick all the whole 4? It depends on you, and you can pick one. It depends on your capacity. How do I get into the class next week? There's already a Telegram group. There's already a Telegram group for people that have been asked to join. Yeah, somebody have answered that I did not mention the time. If you're on the Telegram group, I already mentioned it, 6 p.m. Nigerian time. And I'm going to, we are going to be making use of just, so I'm going to be sending the class, what is it called? I'm going to be sending the class link starting from Monday, and you can join as long as you have registered and you're on the Telegram group. What about link to the Telegram group? Okay. The link to the Telegram group have been shared previously. Is it possible to learn SQL and not learn Python? Does it affect the journey? So it depends on the preference, actually. It depends on the preference. Yeah, you can learn SQL and not learn Python. It depends on what you actually want. But like I said, if you start with one, you will be eager to learn the rest. Is it okay to start with Python? Yeah, it depends on you if you want to start with Python. But my own advice is if you don't have a data experience previously, I would say that you should start with Excel. If you don't have an experience with data, when does this class start? I've said it. You're asking me again. The class starts on Monday. No, the class are not weekends. My weekends are always free. The class are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. I've already shared it on the Telegram group. So what about people like me who joined all the 4 Telegram groups? I'm a newbie. I want to learn all step by step. No, it doesn't matter if you want to learn all. Now, let me tell you this. The truth of the matter is that if you really want to learn, when I finish teaching you in class, you have to dedicate time. You have to dedicate time to actually say you want to learn. You have to dedicate time and practice yourself. So it's not only what I teach you in class. You have to dedicate time for yourself to actually learn. Is there a way I can still join the Excel class? If you're in the Python class before, you can send me a DM if you are the person that asks about the Python class before. Yeah, of course. For you to practice, especially for you to practice, it's going to require a laptop for you to practice effectively. That means you did not listen. This person that said also for the Telegram, are we starting with Excel? Then next week, SQL, or how would it be done? I already said it. I said that one, Monday is for Excel, Tuesday is for Power BI, Wednesday is for Python, and Friday is for SQL. I already said it. So I don't know, maybe you did not listen. I don't know why you're asking. Maybe I don't understand your question. For those of you that miss class, you can always, I will share that's why I said you should follow me. You should follow my YouTube channel. I will also be posting the classes on my YouTube channel. Tonight, this seminar will be posted before 10 p.m. in the night. Before that will be 11 p.m. Nigerian time. So anybody that misses can still watch this seminar on my YouTube channel. And that's why I said you should follow my YouTube channel as well. It's just that there's no way I can monitor you if you don't attend the classes. That means there won't be classes on Tuesday. I'm not sure that you are listening because I said Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The only time during the week where there won't be classes is Thursday. I would love to join the Excel class. Time has passed. So there's class Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Yes, 6 p.m. Nigerian time. I already said this on the Telegram group. my 8 p.m., right? Which one is my 8 p.m.? Can we monetize the skills? Yes, you can monetize the skills. There's no data analysis skill is a skill that you can monetize. I even have people that work from home and work with different company abroad, and they are working as a data analysis from Nigeria, as a data analyst from Nigeria. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know why people are saying 8 p.m. I did not say 8 p.m. I said 6 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. So I'm already typing it 6 p.m. West African time, which is Nigeria time as well. If somebody is asking for the pros, the advantage, and the disadvantage of data analysis, data analysis does not have a disadvantage. Because I don't understand what you meant by pros and cons. It's always advantageous to a company because you'll be informed of what to do. You'll be informed to make a business decisions. You'll be informed to make business decisions. So it's always advantage to a company. Disadvantage, I can't think of any. I have a laptop. Can I learn all the four? Yes, you can learn all the four. Please, just for the last time, share links to the Telegram group. So this is what I'm going to do as a bonus for those of you that attended this class. I'm going to share the link on as a message. I'm going to share the link as a message. So when we finish, I will not close this meeting. When we finish, I will not close this meeting. So I will close, I will not cancel. I will not cancel. So if you know that you want to join, I will give you 10 minutes window to join. So when we finish, I will not close this meeting. I will not leave. I will give everybody 10 minutes. Then I will post the link. So within those 10 minutes window, if you cannot join, I don't know. I don't have any problem with you again. So I think I've tried enough. I don't need to answer any question on links again. All right. I'm not posting on Telegram group. I'm posting it here as a message. I am posting all the Telegram group as a message here. I'm posting all the Telegram group as a message here. That's what I'm doing. I'm posting the Telegram group and I will just leave it for 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, I will cancel it and I will leave. How can I join the other class? I've said I'm going to post it. So why are you asking me again? So do we have any other question? All right. All right. So you give me, let me copy the link. Give me 5 minutes. I'll post the link by 10 minutes to, that would be to 9 for Nigerian time. So that would be 9, that would be 8:50. Yes, when working as a company, yes, you work as a data analyst. Yeah, they will give you data. Why not? The company will give you data. Yes, they will give you data to clean. Sometimes it depends on the company you are working with. So that is where some company make use of SQL, that's structured query language. Some companies make use of SQL, that's the structured query language, to query data. You can apply, yeah, thank you very much. You can apply for data roles in Nigeria as well. Let me now shock you. I have a friend in the UK. He was my student last year. He got a remote role in Nigeria as a data analyst because he has my certificate. He got a remote role as a data analyst.